You are 6 years old when you learn your first rule of New York. Never sit on the sidewalk with an empty cup. Because people don't stop for an empty cup. They stop when they think you're having a bad day. So you put 3 coins inside it. Then you sit beside your mother outside a subway station. Thousands of people walk past you. Nobody looks down. Some people stare. Some people pretend you're invisible. One businessman even steps around your cup without breaking his phone conversation. You watch him disappear into the crowd. Then you look at your mother. She's smiling. Not because she's happy, because she doesn't want you to know she's scared. She whispers, "Maybe tomorrow will be better." You believe her because you're 6, and tomorrow always sounds like a place where good things happen. You sleep in a tiny apartment where the radiator works only when it feels like it. Your mother cleans offices at night. Sometimes she comes home at 4 in the morning. Sometimes she doesn't come home until sunrise. You learn to make noodles by yourself. You learn that $1 can become breakfast if you are careful. And you learn something even more important. New York has millions of people, but being surrounded by people doesn't mean you're not alone. At school, you don't tell anyone where you live. When classmates talk about vacations, you pretend you've been to Florida. You've never been farther than 3 subway stops from home. Then, one day, your teacher asks everyone what they want to become. One kid says doctor, another says lawyer. You raise your hand. A basketball player. Everyone laughs. You laugh too. But you mean it. You start practicing basketball behind your apartment. Your shoes are too small. Your basketball is half deflated. Your hoop is actually a trash can lid attached to a fence. But every evening, you practice. Dribble, shoot, miss, run. Again, again, again. Your mother watches from the window. She knows you're probably never going to become a professional basketball player. Dreams are free, and when you're poor, free things matter. At 11, everything changes. Your mother loses her job. The landlord wants money. You don't have it. One afternoon, your belongings are sitting outside the apartment. A mattress, 2 bags, a broken television, your basketball. That's everything. You pick up the basketball and start walking. That night, you sleep under a bridge. You hear cars above you. Every few minutes, you wake up to make sure your mother is still there. That becomes your new bedroom. The next morning, you discover something strange. A man leaves a paper bag beside you. Inside is breakfast. You eat everything, including the napkin. Your mother laughs for the first time in days. Tomorrow, you'll find somewhere better. Tomorrow comes. It isn't better. By 13, you know the subway system better than most tourists. You know which stations are warm, which security guards are kind, which restaurants throw food away at closing time. You know which people will give you money without looking at you, and which people will stop and talk. You also discover something embarrassing. You're actually good at making people laugh. One day, you start doing ridiculous basketball tricks. A few people stop. Someone throws $1 into your cup. For 10 minutes, you're not a beggar, you're an entertainer. You go home excited. I found my job. People start recognizing you. A construction worker gives you breakfast. An old woman brings socks. And a homeless man named Marcus. Marcus claims he used to be a millionaire. You don't believe him. You don't know it yet. But Marcus will become your best friend. Then comes the winter you will never forget. The temperature drops below freezing. Your mother becomes sick. You spend almost everything you earn trying to get medicine. Then one night, you return to the bridge. Marcus isn't there. People can disappear from the streets, and the city barely notices. At 17, you become desperate. A man offers you a job carrying packages across Manhattan. You don't ask what's inside. The first night, you're paid $300. The second night, $500. For the first time in your life, you have real money. You buy your mother a warm coat. Then, one night, the police stop you. You discover exactly what you've been carrying. You should have asked. You spend one terrifying night in a police cell. When you walk outside the station, your mother is waiting. I thought I was going to lose you. You never take that kind of job again. At 20, you're back on the street, but this time, you refuse to call yourself a failure. You put a cardboard sign beside your cup. Make me laugh and I'll give you a free show. People stop. Videos spread online. One day, a basketball coach finds you. He throws you a ball. You fail the first tryout. Everyone is faster, stronger, more experienced. You walk outside embarrassed. You need to be the person who comes back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. So you do. You train every day, for months. Your hands blister, your knees hurt, you almost quit. Then you remember that basketball hoop made from a trash can lid. At 23, you finally make a small professional team. Your first paycheck arrives. You stare at it for almost 5 minutes. Then you call your mother. She starts crying. Can we finally get a real apartment? For the first time, you aren't begging. You have an apartment, a refrigerator full of food, a bed, heat. You buy your mother the nicest coat you can afford. You even buy yourself a car. For a while, life feels impossible. Then fame arrives. People recognize you. People want photographs. People want favors. When you become valuable, people become very interested in you. Some genuinely love you. Others love what you have. You don't always know which is which. Then you make your biggest mistake. You trust the wrong person with your money. The manager steals from you almost everything. By the time you discover it, the money is gone. Your career is slowing down, and your mother gets sick again. You are 29. You once thought being poor was the worst thing that could happen. Now you realize losing everything after knowing what it feels like to have everything hurts differently. You return to New York, not as a star, not as a professional athlete, just as yourself. You walk past the subway station where you used to beg. Your old corner is still there, the same stairs, the same traffic, the same people rushing past. You sit down, someone drops $1 into your cup. It's a little boy. Then you notice his mother. You know that look, because you wore it once. You take the $1, then give it back. You use what little money you have left to start something small, a basketball program for homeless kids. The first day, 3 kids show up. The second day, 5. A month later, 20. You don't have to be good. You just have to come back tomorrow. At 50, you aren't famous anymore. Nobody asks for your autograph. One day, an old man walks through the door. You recognize him immediately. The man who stopped when you were 6. I remembered you. He had spent years looking for you. He had tried to help your family back then, but he never found you. All these years, you did more than I ever could. Someone saw you. You finally understand why he asked your name. Not because he could save you, but because, for one moment, he wanted you to know someone saw you. And maybe that was all you needed. At 65, your hair is gray, your knees hurt. You don't play basketball anymore. You still coach. Your mother is gone now. Marcus is still missing. You keep Marcus's old lighter in your desk, and on the wall, you keep a photograph of yourself at 6 years old. 3 coins in your cup. You look at that photograph every morning. At 78, you return to the same subway station. You sit on the same sidewalk. A young boy approaches you. He's holding a basketball. His shoes are falling apart. Can you teach me? You smile. You take the ball. You bounce it once. Then hand it back. Come tomorrow. Why? Because that's how you change your life. That night, you walk home slowly. New York is still loud. You stop at a crosswalk. Look at the city. When you were 6, you thought the city didn't see you. You were wrong. It just took you 78 years to see yourself. At 84, you sit in your old chair. Your basketball program is still running. Hundreds of kids have passed through it. You hold the old lighter in one hand and your mother's photograph in the other. You don't have millions. You don't have a mansion, but you have something the 6-year-old version of you could never imagine. A place where people know your name. You close your eyes. The last thing you hear is the sound of a basketball bouncing outside. Once, twice, 3 times, then silence. And somewhere in New York, another kid picks up the ball. You spent your life begging New York to notice you, only to spend your final years making sure nobody else felt invisible.